Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing some photos or some spreads from my 2017 Project Life album. These are some photos and spreads from May. The first things here on the left are from when we went to see Celtic Woman. I really like them and their music, and we have been able to see them throughout the years many times, and so this was the 8th time that we got to see them in concert, which was really fun. And it was a really beautiful day outside, so you can see in the bottom picture all those clouds, and it's just so pretty. So this probably is not the kind of thing that there would normally be a whole spread for, but I like that I had pictures I wanted to use this time around. You can see right now I'm working on that month title card. Again, those are really old, and I'm trying to find a way to use them each month. So for May, I've decided, kind of like with April, to go ahead and use the whole card and to keep it outside of pockets. I'm using some strips from the Maggie Holmes Gather Collection paper pad, and I believe that they're just the pieces at the top of the scrapbook page that you tear off. And just cutting those into strips and tearing them into strips to kind of cover up that box that's underneath May, because I don't want it showing. And now I'm just looking for some kind of sticker to cover the rest of it and to make it look a little more interesting. The white alpha on the picture in the left is from Kelly Purkey, and she usually has those in her kits, but sometimes she'll also have them on her site. And this 5-cent sticker is from one of the Maggie Holmes chipboard cards. I can't remember which collection it is, but I love those 12 by 12 chipboard sticker sheets. I use them quite a lot. Since this card is not going in a pocket, I want to do something on the back of it. And I have this photo of myself here that I want to include. I have a lot of photos for May, and so I'm trying to fit in as many as I can on as few pages as I can. And so there are also going to be quite a few pictures this month printed on small sizes, like the 2x2s, just so that way I can fit more in less page protectors. So now I'm just kind of looking for some cards and stickers and things to embellish this card with, to give it some color and make it look more interesting. But I'm not really liking the leaves that I was working with, so I'm going back to the left side and looking for a card to put there as well. I'm sort of leaning toward blue because there's so much blue in this spread, but I don't normally do a lot of blue, so it's kind of different for me. I end up liking the star one because the color is right for the program next to it. But again, I just don't do a lot of blue, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to finish it with. I end up finding some more stickers, so I'm looking for the perfect thing to embellish it with. And I end up choosing a Dear Lizzie chipboard sticker from the Fine and Dandy collection. Just gold, and it says yay. It's a very simple card like this, but I like it, and I feel like it conveys what I want it to convey. So I may go back later and add something else to it, but I'm just not sure yet what I want to add. I'm trying really hard to use this leaf card, but it just isn't working. It really needs more color than that, so I'm now trying to figure out what I can do to add some color to this card. You can see me sitting there just thinking. I'm also trying to make sure I know which way I want it to flip and which way I want the holes to be punched. Because if you've seen my 4x4 scrap album video, I don't always think it through from the beginning, and then it's upside down. So it's always good to do a test first and make sure it's going the right direction. I wish that was not something that I had to say, but I do, because it happens. I decided to use some of the One Canoe 2 Hazelwood washi tapes. This is the pink floral. And I like the way that that looks because in the photo I've got kind of a floral pattern on my shirt. It's nice for spring, so it works really well for this. this month of photos. I've run out of adhesive, so I start using this Tombow adhesive that my mom and sister gave me as a gift. And I'm just looking for some stickers to use. I kind of like this deer, but it's just like a little too big or something, and so I decided to put it back. These stickers that I'm using right now they're sort of almost like a washi sticker from Maggie Holmes' Bloom collection. And I choose the one that says hello, and I just stick it down partially over the photo. And I really like the way that that looks. And so now I'm playing with embellishments for the left side of that photo. I'm looking at the One Canoe 2 Hazelwood stickers because they kind of obviously match that washi tape. You can see on the next side, or maybe you can't quite see yet, but the pockets here are 3 2x2 pockets, and then 4 4x4 pockets, or 4 3x3 pockets, excuse me. So I'm trying to decide if I want to cut down some of these 3x4 photos so that they fit in there a little bit better. But I'm also just kind of playing with the order of things because I don't want to cut them if I'm not going to like how it looks later. So I'm kind of playing around with it, trying to make sure it's what I want to do before I make those cuts. And I decide to, so I use a 3x3 Project Life card from A Beautiful Mess to just kind of measure the crops correctly on these photos. Because again, I'm trying to fit as many photos as I can in this month, because there are just so many. So you can see I have a picture of a salad, a picture of my nephew. This bottom one that I'm cutting right now is from a show called Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries. And if you haven't watched it, it's on Netflix and it's a fantastic show. It's one of my favorite things that I've discovered in 2017. So if you like sort of, it's a little bit of a period drama, but it's also very funny and a little bit of a mystery, and it's just got really sweet characters. I don't know, it's very hard to describe, but many people, blog friends, had been telling me to watch it for a long time, telling everyone to watch it for a long time, and I finally did, and I'm really glad. So I had to include a little still from that into my album somewhere. So that's why that's there if you were wondering. Still working on embellishments for this picture on the other side, and I decided to use this sticker. And it's also a One Canoe 2 Hazelwood sticker. You can see in the middle there I've got some cat pictures, and I've got more cat pictures on the other side. For some reason this month I just took a lot of pictures of Duchess and not very many pictures of Scally, and I don't really know why, but that's okay. So now I'm kind of looking at that second side, trying to figure out what to do because, I wasn't expecting to cut my photos down to 3x3s. So you'll kind of see me going back and forth a lot between different parts. And I'm now like second guessing myself and trying to decide if there's a better page protector to use. I really like this sort of like dusky photo that I took because the pink works really well with that washi tape across the page, but I just don't have enough 2x2 photos to actually fill that out, so it seems like it's actually a worse use of space, if that makes sense. So I keep the page protector that I'm using. You can see I also have a screenshot from a song that I was listening to. I really like this Broods album. If you haven't heard of Broods, they have some really great sort of alternative pop dance type music. It's really fun to like drive to or get you through an afternoon work slump. Maybe I'll link Miss Fisher's and Broods down below just so you guys can kind of have a link to my favorite things. Because I will plug for them forever and ever because they're like all-time favorites now. So I'm cutting down more photos for the backside to that 3x3 size. My sister graduated from college this year, so we took a little road trip out to the western part of the state, which is kind of a long drive, but we wanted to go to her graduation, and they had this town along the way that had the world's largest Czech egg, which is like a large painted decorated egg, and so we stopped there for the night before her graduation, and Of course, had to take pictures with the giant egg because that's just the kind of thing I like to do. So I switched out this Project Life card here because I want more white. I think the pink one just doesn't work as well with the card on the left. So then I use these Dear Lizzie phrase and word stickers. They're kind of like a foam. And I just want to spell out live, and then I put a heart on the other side to kind of carry that through. And I really like the way that looks. The stickers are so funny. They smell like they smell like a shoe store in the summer or something when you have all those foam flip-flops like in the Old Navy sandal section, or I don't know, stores that sell those kinds of shoes. I add a little sticker that says family to the picture of my nephew, and I'm pretty happy with how that looks. I have a harder time with the mini photo page pockets because even though they hold more pictures on the same page, they're kind of harder to design to look really nice because there's a lot going on when you have a ton of photos. And so that's something that I'm definitely still working on since I haven't been using these combinations before now. You'll see on the right there's a finished page, which I'll have another process video of in not too long. It's when we went to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2. But now I'm just looking to finish the page on the left. This later card that I've put in works really well with the picture of the sky in the top. And so now I'm just looking for something I can use in the other pocket. I have a really good picture of my sister from around that time, but some of the pictures from the actual graduation turned out kind of dark, and so I wasn't sure if they would print well. I know that my mom took some pictures of me and my sisters together, and I'd kind of like to try to get copies of those on my phone, so maybe I can add one later. But right now I don't have any, so I'm just working with what I've got. I pick a relatively unbusy card, I guess, there, and it's kind of got some drawn polka dots that aren't filled in on it, if that makes sense. And I picked this sticker that says scenic route, or scenic route, depending on how you say that. And then I just want to use it on this card, but it's a little too white, so then I add some green washi tape. And this is just the MT Rainbow pack that I got as a gift. And I think that carries the green down to my sweater a little bit. And so then I just switch the pictures of Duchess, so that way the one of her on this green rug is in the middle, and it kind of goes diagonally down the picture. Because I always try to do that when I can. And so now I'm just trimming up these 4x4 photos. I'm not very good at cutting them yet either. And I just rearrange a little bit. So I think that turned out pretty well. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what you do when you have a bunch of photos in the same page, because I'd love some tips on how to make it look good. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.